Okay, welcome to another class on advanced idioms and phrasal verbs. This is taken from a book called Advanced Phrasal Verbs and Idioms by Stuart Redman and Ruth Gaines. It's Oxford University Press, and these words are from chapter 50. Now, chapter 50 deals with some common responses. These are very typical responses that you hear, and they might not be familiar to you, or you might not use them very often, but natives certainly do. So if you say something like this, I've brought a map, another person, the person you're talking to, might say just as well. And what they mean is, if you say just as well, it means, well, this is a good idea because we will probably need a map. So just as well that you brought a map, because if you hadn't brought a map, we might get lost. Yeah. So yeah, be aware of this just as well. You might say something like this. I have my umbrella, and your friend says just as well because I saw on the weather forecast that it's going to rain. So this just as well means, well, I'm very glad that you did, because if you didn't, if you hadn't done so, then we would be in trouble now. Okay, look at the next one. Do you mind if I join you? Not in the least. Yeah, and this means I don't mind in the least. I don't mind at all. But we'll often just say not in the least. Yeah, not at all is another way of saying it. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, and the idea is that we say at all, don't we, in negative sentences. I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. I don't mind in the least. And they would be the longer ways of saying it. But we very often just say not in the least. Not at all. Okay, if somebody asks, how are you getting on with your course? That's a good phrasal verb, and it means progressing. How are you getting on? Very common for people just to say, how are you getting on? Meaning, how are you doing? How are you getting on? How is it going? Is another very common way of saying this. How is it going? Or how is your course going? That's certainly a good way of saying it as well. How is your course going? Or how are you getting on with your course? So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. Another thing to remember here with the so's is quite often I will say so-so. And it means 50-50. I mean, it means in the middle. So if somebody says, how is it going? And you say so-so, it means not bad. Yeah, not bad. Not so good, not so bad. That's how I'd understand that, so-so. But don't mix it up with so far and so far so good, because this means, well, until the current moment it has been good. Yeah, until now it so far has been good. So we just say so far so good. But yeah, so it means kind of not bad, not great. Yeah.